Hello everyone, welcome to Code Crush Coding. In the last video, we talked about C++ and why we should learn C++, right? Today we are going to set up our environment so that we can actually start writing and running the C++ programs on our own computer. So to start using C++, you need two things. So first thing is you need a compiler and second thing is you need a code editor. So code editor can be a text editor like Notepad to write C++ codes. But it is not suggested because Notepad will be not feasible to write the codes. So instead of Notepad, there are IDE. Okay. And what does this IDE have? So there are actually different type of IDEs which can help us to write the C++ code. So it makes our life easier by highlighting keywords, helping us debug and running programs smoothly. And second thing is a compiler. So this is a software that converts our C++ code into something the computer understands. There are different type of compilers like GCC compilers that are useful to translate the C++ code into a language that the computer will understand. So we can install this GCC by installing the minGW compiler. Okay. So how to do this? So go to the Chrome and type minGW compiler. I will say here minGW compiler. The first website that you see here, minGW, minimalist JNU for Windows. Click on it and click on this download button. So here you could see our minGW kit setup.exe has been downloaded. Now double click on it and click on install. Now here you could see there is an installation directory. Keep it is as default. Don't do any change here and then click on continue. And you could see here it is downloading and setup of minGW installation manager. So it will take few minutes. So now it has been done 100%. So I will click on continue. So here you could see there are different packages available. So for C++ programming, we need minGW developer toolkit. Select it and say as mark for installation. Now we will also select the minGW32 base. Select it, mark for installation. Then we don't need JCC ADA, JCC Fortran. We need this JCC G++, mark for installation, and JCC Object C, mark for installation. Let me see if there are more. MySys base. So it's already been selected. So keep it as it. Now here you need to say installation, apply changes, apply. So now it will download the packages that you have selected. So it will take a few minutes as per your internet speed. So let the download happen. Okay, now our packages are downloaded. It took almost 5 minutes for me. So I will say here close. And now we will see whether it's installed in our file system or not. So I will open the file system. You remember it asked for installation directory, right? So in that location, you will see the minGW. So for me, it was in C folder. So I will open this minGW and then the bin folder. I will copy this path, C minGW bin. And then we need to open the environment variables. Okay, so go on your search bar and search as environment variables. Here you need to select environment variables. In the system variables, you will have a variable called path. So double click on this path and then here you need to add a new entry or the value. So click on new. So here you can paste the path that we have copied for minGW. Okay. Then we need to say here OK. Then say here OK. And the last OK here. Now we have mapped the compiler that we have downloaded to our environment variables. Now let's see whether it got successfully installed or not. So open the command prompt. So in the search bar, you need to say CMD command prompt. And once you open the command prompt, here you need to write G++ space hyphen hyphen version and hit enter. So here you could see we are getting the message as G++ 6.3.0. So this is the version that is installed in my system now for G++ compiler. So if you have successfully installed it, you will get this message. Otherwise, you will see a different error message. So if you follow these steps successfully, you will be able to see this particular message. Now we are done with installing the compiler. Now we will install the IDE. Remember, we also need the IDE. And what is IDE? IDE is a integrated development environment. So it will make our life easier as a coder to write the code. Now again we will go here in the Chrome and type here VS Code. So we are going to use Visual Studio. So I will say VS Code. And the first website that you see here, Visual Studio Code, code editing redefined. Click on that. Then you will see the option for download for Windows. So as I'm using the Windows operating system, click on download for Windows. And here you could see the VS Code user setup download is in progress. So let the download happen. Then we will install it. So once downloaded, double click on it. So click on I accept the agreement. Click on next. So keep the default directory. Keep on next. Then Visual Studio Code next. Keep the default options as they are. Then click on next and finally install. Okay, the installation has been done. Now we will launch the Visual Studio Code and click on finish. So now our Visual Studio Code editor is opening. So this is the IDE that we have downloaded, which is the Visual Studio Code. Here we will write our C++ code. Now click on this Explorer, click on Open Folder. Now here I will create a new folder. Let's create a new folder in D. You can create anywhere as per your convenience. And I will say a CPP projects. And I will select this folder, CPP projects. Select folder. Now here I have the CPP projects folder available inside my editor. Now here we have a CPP projects folder. Here you could see an option for adding a new file. So I will have a new file. Now let's create the first CPP file or C++ file here. So I will give the name as demo.cpp. So as you are aware, there are some extensions for every file, right? So if you are saving a PDF, the extension will be PDF. If you are saving the Java file, so you have the extension called .java. Then for C++ programming, we have the extension of CPP. Now I have created this file here, CPP, demo.cpp, and then here you will see one pop-up message. So what does it say? Do you want to install the recommended C++ extension pack extension from the Microsoft for the C++ language? Yes, as we have created a CPP file, we will get this option here. So I will click on install. Now let it install. Okay, now here you could see the option of uninstall. So basically it has been installed, right? So I will close this. Also, I will close this file, welcome setup code. This is our file here, right? Demo.cpp. Now here we can write our C++ code. So as we are learning now, we are not aware about the coding, right? So I have a demo code already available. I will just paste it here and then we can see whether our code is working or not. So we can go ahead with our learning once our demo code is up and running. Before pasting our code, we will download one more extension here. So we will have your extension, and inside this extension you can search for code runner. Here you could see a code runner. Click on install. So it will be easy to run the code with this help of code runner. So trust publisher and run. So now our code runner has been installed. We will also install this. Okay, this has been already installed, C++, right? So now I will copy the first code for C++ that we have. So I will paste it here. So here we have this particular syntax. So you will not get anything from here, right? We need to understand each line in our next demos. But just to run our code, whether the installation has been done successfully, we will run this code. So I could see one error here for include IO stream. It says include errors detected. So to fix this error, what we need to do? Here we need to say Control Shift P, and here you need to select this option, edit configuration UI. Okay, you need to click on this, and here you have the option for compiler path. So you need to select it, the path of your compiler, the minGW compiler that we have downloaded, the path you need to select. So it's available inside this C folder. So you need to select this g++.exe. So this we have selected. Once you select the correct path of your compiler, then you can close this configuration. And here you could see there is no error now, right? There are no errors showing. Now I will run this code. So just right click on your code and you will get the option of run code. Why we got this option of run code? Because we have installed the run coder package, right? That's why. So here you will see running, and here you could see the output as hello world, because that is what we are trying to print in this code. So if you are facing any error while running this code, so what you can do, you can close this VS code and try to open it again. Sometimes the environment variable that we have added will not taken by this particular ID, so you can close the ID and open the ID again, copy this code. Okay, type this code on your own and run this. So if you get this message, it means our installation has been done successfully. Now from the next video, we will learn the concepts of CPP.